King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NJPW Strong. We're going to crown the first ever New Japan Cup USA Tournament winner, Kevin Kelly, and one half of the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Forever Hooligans, Alex Kozlov, going to be my color man here for the ride. We've got an 8-man tournament. We're going to crown a champion who will be the first to hold the New Japan Cup USA. We got the first round matches here this week. How about this one? KENTA and Karl Fredericks. Very, very personal. Plus, we will also see Jeff Cobb one-on-one versus Tonga Loa.
Man, I gotta say, these two matchups, that is the way that you start a match. We are in the right place. Karl Fredericks, he's going up against KENTA. KENTA is obviously the favorite, but Karl, he's not a young lion anymore. He's gonna prove it tonight.
I'm looking forward as well on the opposite side of the bracket to see Chase Owens and David Finlay go one-on-one. Plus, then it will be Tama Tonga taking on Big Bad Brody King.
Are you kidding me? Brody King, the violence that he unleashes, this is not going to be a picnic for Tama Tonga.
We'll find out what happens, who will advance to the second round of the New Japan Cup USA in moments. NJPW Strong is underway.
Opening match New Japan Cup USA トーナメント1回戦時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
So let's get the action underway, shall we? 8 men will begin this journey, but only one could be the first ever New Japan Cup USA tournament winner. There is a lot on the line in this tournament. There is also a lot on the line, very personal issue between these two. They were originally scheduled to meet in the first round of the New Japan Cup in Japan, but because of COVID-19 and the shutdown, we just had to put a pause on things. Oh, Alex Kozlov, I cannot wait to see Karl Fredericks go one-on-one against KENTA.
I'm so excited about this. This is the moment that Karl Fredericks has been waiting for. To turn eyes, to leave an impression, to show that he's not a young lion anymore.
While he will represent the LA Dojo, he is no longer a young lion, but he is definitely representing Katsuyori Shibata. That is the crux of this match on the emotional side of the ledger. Karl Fredericks no longer a young lion, but he is going to certainly have his hands full with one of the most decorated, world-renowned wrestlers in the last 15 years. who is a part of Bullet Club, was a favorite to win the New Japan Cup in Japan. And Alex, as you've already said, he's your favorite to win this tournament.
He's definitely my favorite to win. I mean, he is dangerous. He's been dangerous for all of his career, and especially in recent times. He reinvented himself. He turned on Shibata, turned the world upside down, gave all this new vigor to the Bullet Club. I can't wait for this matchup.
That's right, it's Kenta, who did turn his back on Katsuyori Shibata and joined Bullet Club just about 1 year ago. And in that year, Kenta has risen to prominence within Bullet Club, but Karl Fredericks certainly will never forget.
174センチ、85キロ、KENTA!
I gotta say, there's gotta be a lot of pressure on the young man of Karl Fredericks. The question is he ready for this challenge?
Well, he's as ready as he's going to be, and he starts off very quickly. Catches Kenta, forearms.
Hard shots to the head.
And Jeremy Marcus, the official for this contest, again, these first round matches, the winners will advance, and eventually we will crown a winner, the first ever New Japan Cup USA. So now Fredericks off the ropes, and the boot extending those long legs. Kenta will come back and answer with one of his own.
This is not exactly the game you want to play with Kenta. He is the master of kicks. Big crossbody.
That's a move that he needs to implore. It's great strategy. Use that elusiveness. A big stomp in the back. Karl Fredericks now with the cover and just a 1 count.
I gotta say, I'm very impressed so far with Karl Fredericks. This is exactly what he needs to do. Show Kenta that he's not afraid. He's got the intensity.
Semi-final matches next week, and then in 2 weeks' time, we'll crown a winner of the first New Japan Cup USA. The winner will get a guaranteed future opportunity at the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. Don't be playing around, Karl. What are you doing?
I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I mean, this man he's got fortitude.
I mean, Alex, you know Kenta's reputation. It's world-renowned.
World-renowned, and I remember the kicks. I've wrestled him. I remember the kicks. I won't forget them. They'll stun you. There he goes.
Right on cue.
Signature Kenta right there. One thing about wrestling in front of no people is that you feel every single kick and punch. There's no adrenaline to block out the pain. You feel it all.
Oh, gets caught now. Watch the DDT. Puts him down. Kenta is in control. Karl Fredericks is in trouble. Here's a cover. Count of 2. Things are looking good for Kenta here in this first round matchup of the New Japan Cup USA. When you look at the betrayal of what Kenta did to Katsuyori Shibata, I mean, that speaks to you so personally. It just was betrayal.
That was complete betrayal. That struck a chord. I mean, the fans were shocked. It was a shocking moment. But I think that's exactly what Kenta needed to do to reinvent himself. I agree with his decision to do what he did.
Well, it certainly paid off because, again, on the ride, became the never open weight champion, my goodness,
God.
And was the first challenger for the newly crowned double champion back in February. He battled Tetsuya Naito. He bloodied Naito, but was unable to score the victory. But now looking to make his name here in this tournament and to be the first ever to hold the New Japan Cup USA. Drops the knee into the head, continuing to pour on the pressure.
He's pulling it down the knee pad. He's going to crush his face with this one.
No, instead.
Mind games.
Absolute control for Kenta right now. He is making Karl Fredericks regret the anticipation he had for this matchup. They were originally supposed to meet in Japan, and at the time, Karl was coming off a shoulder injury. Now he's had 4 months to recover, and it looks like it's just vintage Kenta here all the way.
Vintage Kenta. He can get away with being cocky because he's Kenta. Trading elbows. Oh, my God.
Karl Fredericks, of course, no longer in the black trunks and black boots of the young lion. He was given permission by Katsuyori Shibata to begin to put his own personality into his ring attire. And Kenta, who's coming in great shape, no doubt about it. We can see that. Kenta's so indifferent to Karl Fredericks, just willing to let him. Go ahead, throw your best shot.
Absorbing all his strikes. You can see the fire on Fredericks. He's not letting up. Oh, my God. Did you hear that?
Yeah, felt it too, all the way up here. It is rough going for Karl Fredericks, who is finding out why Kenta's reputation is what it is. Wait a minute, gets caught.
Wow. Oh, my God. Cracks his back on that. You know, that's one thing that he's got going for him. He's fast. He's explosive. He knew coming into this match what he was facing.
Now Karl Fredericks had a steam, charge it right towards us, collision in the corner. And now going to take Kenta up for the ride.
Big backdrop.
Yes, straight up and down. He's going to keep him there. Some of that sizzle that we always saw during a young lion phase, and a kick out at 2, a near fall. Again, it is 1 fall, and you get to advance. There is no time limit in these New Japan Cup tournament matches. So the competition is going to be intense, no doubt about it. We got 4 first-rounders this week. Then next week on NJPW Strong, we'll continue the tournament with the semifinals. Tries the elevated DDT, going for, wait a minute.
Big power slam.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
I got to say, Karl Fredericks is definitely giving Kenta a run for his money.
Went for the Manifest Destiny, but Kenta was able to slip out of it. And now Kenta, can he put Karl Fredericks away?
Oh, God, I cannot. This is pure violence.
Let's go. Off the ropes, Kenta. Come on. Off the ropes. Let him back in the ring. Come on. Back in the ring.
Jeremy Marcus giving the admonition to Kenta, who is...
Let go of that hair. Come on.
Oh,
Back in the ring. Let him back.
That'll stun you.
just blasting him wide open, of course. And now hanging Karl on the second rope of that drinking DDT, the green killer right there.
That's got to be it.
Jotto's handiwork, too, and
Wow.
a kick out. My goodness.
Well, this is why he got Shibata's blessing.
Again,
He's got heart.
Yeah, he has all the tools. There's no doubt about it. Tough, intense, but certainly giving up the experience here. And now Kenta could be looking for the go to sleep. Back fist, no, blocked.
Roll up out of nowhere. 1, 2, no.
Almost had it. Swing and a miss with the clothesline. Now the backslide. How about this?
1, 2.
2, driving
Wow.
those legs. It got the near fall.
Goes for a close. Oh,
There's that back fist. Just stops you in your tracks.
big spine buster.
All right,
Is this it? 1, 2.
And
Wow.
a kick out again. But Karl Fredericks is finding second life here. Now going back to his young lion roots, Alex.
This is how he's won some of his matches. He needs to finish it.
Notice Kenta was blocking the right
Big
leg.
kick to the face.
Trying to turn him
There
over.
you go. He needs to pull him to the middle of the ring so Kenta doesn't have a chance to get to the rope. This is where experience comes in.
So Kenta staring down at the cerulean blue and might be faced with having to tap out. What revenge
too
this would
close.
be for Fredericks
There we go.
to avenge Katsuyori Shibata for what Kenta did a year ago in advance.
Look at the torque on
Oh!
that. He's got him where he wants it, in the middle of the ring.
Come on, let me know.
Kenta slipping up underneath, and one more boot frees Fredericks from the grip on that Boston Crab. The half crab nearly got Karl Fredericks the upset win.
Karl needs to take everything he's got right now and capitalize on a down Kenta. Big elbow.
Yeah, you can hear what Kenta is feeling as Fredericks now hits the ropes. The boot from Kenta. Karl comes towards him.
Big clothesline,
Oh,
flips
turn.
him over.
Inside out goes Karl Fredericks. And Kenta looks like he's advanced to the second round. 2, and no, another kick out.
The heart on Fredericks. I'm impressed with this kid.
But now, Alex Kozlov, it looks like the end is near. It could be time to go to sleep.
It's probably the end of times for Karl Fredericks.
All right, so it was a game effort here by Fredericks. But up on the shoulders, wait a minute, no,
Wow.
Kenta
Gets out.
was unable to execute fully.
Trading elbows. Wow, look at that European. You can see the sweat flying off of him. Oh,
Wow, that
God.
overhand right. Oh,
That is it.
brutal.
Oh,
One
God.
more palm strike.
If he lands this,
PK.
that's it.
He's got it right where he wants him. And so now Kenta, here we go, up on the shoulders. And Karl Fredericks is ready to go
And he
to
connects.
sleep. And just like that, KENTA wins. KENTA advances in the New Japan Cup USA.
Time, 9 minutes and 59 seconds. Here is your winner, KENTA.
All right, so KENTA will advance on into the
Once
second
again, your
round.
winner of the match, KENTA.
But who will KENTA face? Will it be Tonga Loa? Will it be Jeff Cobb? We will find out coming up next. NJPW Strong continues. It's Cobb versus Tonga Loa. Coming up.
第2試合ニュージャパンカップ USA トーナメント1回戦時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
So KENTA advances. Will we see a all Bullet Club meeting in the second round? Obviously, Tonga Loa is a powerhouse. The Gorillas of Destiny, 6-time former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Alex, I know you had the opportunity as tag team wrestler one half of Forever Hooligans. You got to compete in Best of Super Junior tournaments. How difficult was for you to flip that switch, go from tag team to singles matches?
Honestly, when you're wrestling in the tag team for a while, to go to singles, it's slightly a different strategy. You have to be very conditioned and ready. You don't have a partner to rely on. It's just yourself.
Well, Tonga Loa making sure we're all safe. I want to thank him for that. They are wiping down the rings and keeping us all safe with temperature checks and testing, and it's a new world we're living in, folks. And then also, too, there's the question of ring rust. If you know, because again, it's been over 4 months. For some of these guys, it's been even longer since they've been in the ring.
I believe that ring rust plays a factor for some, but not everybody. It depends on what kind of mental space you're in. For some, the rest is much needed. For others, it's not.
Well, Jeff Cobb has had a few reps as of late. We saw him on the debut episodes of Lions Break Collision. And now, the former never openweight champion. Let's see if he can become the first ever New Japan Cup USA winner.
Mr. Athletic making his way to the ring. I mean, come on. A Tongan versus an Olympian? Can't wait.
Cobb represented his native Guam in the Olympics, an amateur extraordinaire.
赤コーナー178センチ119キロジェフ・コーブ
These two men have met in tag team action before throughout World Tag League, of course, but this will be their first singles encounter in the New Japan ring, and we will see what happens here. Sparky Ballard's the official for this contest. KENTA advanced early on. Still to come, David Finlay one-on-one versus Chase Owens. And, of course, Tama Tonga versus Brody King. We're going through the first round of the New Japan Cup USA Tournament. Semifinals next week, and in 2 weeks' time, we'll find out who will be the first to hoist a beautiful trophy and earn a future shot at the IWGP US Heavyweight Champion.
I'm going to say this quietly because I don't want Tonga to hear me. But I'm putting my bets on Jeff Cobb.
I won't tell him that you said that you think Jeff Cobb is going to win. Alex Kozlov, I can't believe that you are picking Jeff Cobb to win.
I did not say that.
All right, don't worry about it. They're focused on the action now with the bell and ringing and whatnot. Different without an audience here, right?
Absolutely.
We can't tell secrets. All right, so the collar and elbow tie-up is how they begin. I want to thank all you fans for joining us. The feedback for what we did with Lions Break Collision was outstanding on njpwworld.com, and you'll continue to see the action here on New Japan Strong each and every week. And as it unfolds, we'll see different tours. It's going to be a journey, and one we believe you are going to enjoy. Another collar and elbow tie-up as these two powerhouses. Look at the leverage that Cobb tries to get as he extends his leg out, Alex.
Well, he's got a really strong base, and as you can see, this is the second lockup that they had. The first one, Tonga pushed him into the corner, and now it's Jeff. You know, it sends a message of who is really stronger. They're really testing each other's strength right now.
All right, so another collar and elbow, and this time Tongaloa snatches a side headlock.
The pressure he puts on the temple. Not comfortable.
Then off the ropes, shoulder tackle. Nothing doing there. A stalemate. And now Tongaloa will give it another attempt here. Let's see what happens. Hitting the ropes. Driving in and connecting. Nothing wrong with the technique, just couldn't put him down.
I think Tonga's impressed.
All right, so now a third time. Here we go.
Nope.
Cobb stiffens up, and again.
Let's see what you got.
All right, so now Cobb will hit the ropes, aggressively come towards Tongaloa.
Wow.
That's just like we said on paper, these two very evenly matched, and same is said here.
One more time. Come on, baby. All right, baby. Come on.
I think the story of this match so far has been who's stronger. Oh.
Ooh, and caught by surprise there.
Smart.
See that? Range, baby.
Loosens him up with the elbow, goes for a clothesline. Oh, my God. Jeff Cobb showing his strength.
Cobb has had success, of course, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was a fantastic tournament wrestler. Has had, success almost second to none in PWG's Battle of Los Angeles on several different occasions, and has done quite well in that. He's competed in tournaments all over the world, was a tournament wrestler as an amateur, and of course got to compete in the Olympics, the biggest tournament of them all. But here in the field of 8 in the New Japan Cup of the USA, Tongaloa is going to be a tough test. Driving those shoulders into the midsection.
That's good. What he's doing now is anytime you get a shoulder to the gut, you don't have much wind. I think that's a good strategy to play against Jeff Cobb. Take the wind out of him. I feel like Tonga is a little bit preoccupied about the COVID.
Well, it might be. It's a different scenario we're all working under, and Cobb misses with the elbow.
Big lariat in the corner.
Standing his ground is Tongaloa, and now going to look to send Cobb across. No, wait, bring him right back into the same neutral corner.
Wow.
Backdrop.
You got to give it up to Tonga, the power to be able to push Jeff Cobb so high in the air for that.
Guerrillas of Destiny, the 6-time former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and would love to get back and compete for those titles, but until things open up, they're going to be competing here in the United States, and what better way to make good use of your time stateside with getting to become the first New Japan Cup USA tournament winner.
Yeah, and you gotta realize that the pressure is on for every one of these athletes. But Tonga Lao, he's no stranger to pressure. He's been under it.
Of course, the sons of Haku, both tremendous. Tremendous.
They do have a hard head.
I mean, can you imagine what we've said this before? Can you imagine what it was like growing up in that household with Haku as your dad?
I mean, it's gonna make you grow up into a serious man.
Yeah, and again, the red carpet into professional wrestling was not rolled out for either Tongaloa nor Tama Tonga. In fact, Haku and their mom encouraged them both to do something besides wrestling. Straight right hand there by Tongaloa. So while Tama Tonga went into the Air Force, Tongaloa competed college football and went to the University of Texas El Paso. So each man was pursuing their own calling in life before professional wrestling called. And now here we are.
5 minutes.
So at the 5-minute mark,
Drops a big elbow.
2. Cobb has been unable to uncork some of those suplexes he is so renowned for.
He's gonna have to put the work in on Jeff Cobb. Loosen him up.
You were telling me before, Alex, you said one of the keys for Tongaloa is this right here. Keep him grounded.
He has to keep a man like Jeff Cobb grounded, because when Jeff Cobb starts getting the upper hand and get up on his feet, he's too powerful, too strong. I would say more powerful than Tonga. And the Tongans are the most strongest people I know.
Well, Tongaloa there. Jawbreaker from Cobb, who comes towards Tongaloa, puts him down, shoulder block. Cobb feeling the effects of the Tongaloa offense now, up and over.
Oh, big knee. And an enziguri.
Tongaloa has had the answer so far when he's been on the move. and he's been able to neutralize Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb is in a lot of trouble.
That's true. Tonga is really prepared for this. He's obviously taking this very seriously.
Short forearm and another stepping in and connecting. Great camera work here as you see the athletes as they're competing. How about that?
Got caught with a lariat out of nowhere.
Well, you could almost sense the desperation that Cobb was experiencing right there.
No, absolutely. He needed that. He pulled that. That's everything that he had in him.
So will that one lariat be the difference maker in swinging back the momentum in favor of his side? Jeff Cobb now really needing to do things to turn around. He found success against young lion Karl Fredericks on the final episode of Lions Break Collision. But what happens here in the beginnings of the New Japan Cup USA? Battering Tonga Loa back to the neutral corner.
Big chops. Unleashing punishment on Tonga. That is what you got to do to neutralize.
Got to listen to the referee, Jeff.
He's got till 4.
Oh, he was boy, spoken like a true rule breaker. Listen to you, Alex Kozlov. All right, the strength now up on the shoulders.
Couldn't quite get him up.
And puts the brakes on, gets caught. Uppercut forearm. Here we go, Alex.
See his signature. The power on Cobb,
Come
unbelievable.
on, look
Bridget,
at this,
1, 2.
2, and a kick out.
That was impressive.
Alex Kozlov is impressed, and how could you not be with Jeff Cobb? Can you imagine having to get in there? Could you imagine you get in there, compete with the heavyweights? Come on.
Sounds like fun. I'd have to prepare for something like that. Wouldn't want to be broken.
Oh, wait. Oh, great.
Goes for a roll-up.
Yes. 2.
Oh, my God. That was a close call.
Nearly got it done. How
Big
about
drop kick
that?
right to the face of Jeff Cobb.
Drop kick on the money. Tonga Loa delivered with that one.
I got to say, the tides are turning. Tonga's looking real good. This is already, what are we, 10 minutes into the match?
Yeah, it feels like it. We're almost there.
Wow. Look at the power on him. No, not quite.
Went for his finisher.
Big snap German suplex.
All right, so Cobb now, when it looked like Tonga Loa was on his way, but now it could be a tour of the islands for Tonga Loa. Yes,
oh,
indeed.
My God.
Tour of the Islands delivers 2, and he got it.
Wow. That was a close call.
Time.
Close
8 minutes
matchup.
and 45 seconds. Your winner, Jeff Cobb.
So Jeff Cobb advances, and he moves on to the second round of the New Japan Cup USA.
Once again, your winner, Jeff Cobb, advancing to the semifinals.
So that means next week it will be Kenta versus Jeff Cobb.
Wow.
Circle me down for that one.
I gotta say that just gives me butterflies. That is gonna be a treat for all of us.
All right, well, the action continues here on NJPW Strong. Jeff Cobb, your winner, advances to the second round. Coming up next, we're going to see a pair of amateur greats. We'll see what they can do in the New Japan Cup tournament. It'll be Chase Owens versus David Finlay. There's a lot on the line as the action continues. New Japan Strong rolls on.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
What'd you up to?
Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Talking Shop Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month. I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh yeah? I'm wearing them right now.
I just ordered a mask.
Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face.
I love Tonga Shop Global.
I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
第3試合ニュージャパンカップ USA トーナメント1回戦時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
So coming out first is going to be Bullet Club's Chase Owens, and this is quite an opportunity for everybody, but especially Chase Owens coming out on top here, winning this tournament, representing Bullet Club. Alex Kozlov.
I don't have a problem with Bullet Club winning and getting this trophy. Chase Owens, he's got a skill of pulling out a win.
Shares some of the same pedigree with you, having competed in Best of Super Junior tournaments.
Yes, he's had the experience.
And and we've said this before on commentary, that he's a real glue guy within Bullet Club. He works so well in tag team situations or in very personal situations. It was last year, 2019, the New Japan Cup, that Chase Owens got the first round upset victory over David Finley's tag team partner, Juice Robinson. Now, these two men met as well in World Tag League. They are very familiar with each other. And let's see what happens as David Finley gets set to go one-on-one against Chase Owens. When you win World Tag League and then you go to Wrestle Kingdom and you become the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, man, it can't get much better than that.
No, you feel like you're on top of the world.
That was the case for David Finley. He and Juice won World Tag League, and then they went on to Wrestle Kingdom, beat the Gorillas, and became the champs. The title reign short-lived, a controversial victory by the Gorillas in Atlanta. Hi, David. And obviously looking to get back into the tag team title hunt, but that's on pause for now. So some singles accolades could be on the way here in a future U.S. title shot.
Kevin, who do you put your money on?
Again, these two are so evenly matched. You know, when Chase Owens has that opportunity, that tiger by the tail, so to speak, and he beat Juice a year ago, I wouldn't be surprised. But Finley continues to refine his physique, coming back from major shoulder injury surgery. He looks to be in peak form. So it's a real pick-em, but I'm leaning Chase Owens. Where do you stay? Where are you putting your money, Alex Kozlov? Come on.
I don't want to appear like I'm constantly switching sides, but I am a big fan of Fit Finley, and so I want David to have some success in this tournament.
Fourth generation of fighting Finleys, and Chase Owens snatches a side headlock. Now, both guys were also amateur greats growing up. Chase Owens had the most wins of any amateur wrestler in the state of Virginia history. PK out of the way. Here's a roll-up from Finley, underneath the clothesline, off the rope, drop kick there.
Finally catches him with a drop kick.
David Finley had great success as an amateur in the state of Georgia. Kick out at 1.
I was just there. Great state.
I want to thank you fans for joining us on NJPW World. Float over after the suplex and a kick out at 1. Of course, August 8th is a very important date in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. 8/8/88, that was the night of the 60-minute draw between Inoki and Fujinami that is honored every year historically in Yokohama, where that match took place with G1 Climax competition. But 2020 is a year unlike any other. Oh come on God. Now.
Snaps his neck back.
Wait
a
second. David Finley may have just gotten hurt there. Chase Owens snapping his throat into the top rope.
That was vicious. Those are his weapons.
Wait a minute. Claiming there is a pull of the hair. The referee didn't see any, of course, because Finley wasn't pulling hair. Tell you what, that's one of the reasons why every time Chase Owens does one of those old school tactics, that Southern wrestling tactics, Jado always has a smile on his face. He loves it.
Jado's smiling right now. This is one of Chase's weapons, his sneaky style.
Yeah, exactly. And controlling here with the waist lock. So David Finley, who was moving confidently, got his throat snapped across the top rope by Chase Owens. And now trying to find his way back to his feet. Chase is going to keep him right there. Chase also, of course, continuing to work on his physique during COVID-19 lockdown. And, in fact, in order to backbreaker there, here's a cover and a count of 2 and a kick out. In order to maximize, you know, the weather, so to speak, moved from Virginia all the way to Texas because of the intense heat. And he's training regularly in 110-degree weather, you know, wearing one of those sauna suits to maximize, you know, water weight and all those different things as he's building his body around that leaner frame.
You got to put your body under stress in order to make it stronger. He's looking great. The way that he whooped him into the corner, my God.
What velocity on that Irish whip. He's going to keep him right there. Sparky Ballard, our referee, gets to 2. And another attempt.
He hooks the leg that time with his other leg. It's just not enough. He just needs to keep wearing him down.
Now, Finley has been on the receiving end. There's one of those old school tactics. Take what your opponent gives you and stomps on his hand.
Technically, this is legal for 4 seconds.
Well, it's technically illegal, but you have 4 seconds to stop doing it.
When you think about it, if you have four seconds of leeway, that means that it's legal.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind when I, you know, get pulled over. I was only doing something illegal for 4 seconds. Oh, wait, that's wrestling. And now pulling back here, the bow and arrow. It is a tough go here for David Finley, of course. The winner will advance and will face the winner of Tama Tonga versus Brody King.
I got to say that this maneuver is actually a good one to apply because even though he's had 4 months to recover, you're just quite never the same after surgery. And this pulls on the tendons of the shoulder.
Yeah, he had to have that injury happen back in February of 2019. Surgeons had to go in and repair everything, and he was out a total, let's see, he came back in October, so he was out and was out of action 9 months before he got back into the ring for competition. Had an opportunity at the U.S. Crown late in 2019 as well. And, of course, the winner of the New Japan Cup USA not only gets the trophy but gets a future shot at the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship as now Chase slings Finley to the outside.
Wow.
Follows through and drop-kicking Finley right through the ropes.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5
The
minutes.
momentum that he had going with that drop kick.
Chase Owens flattening David Finley.
I'm not sure if Finley knows where he's at. That snapped his head back hard.
So now going to go for the cover. Is this enough to get victory in advance?
Wow.
No. Finley kicks out at 2.
You can see him favoring the shoulder as well.
Come on, Finley.
Now he's just toying with him.
Come on.
First match for both athletes since February. They have been itching to get back into the ring, get back in the competition.
Big European uppercut by Finley.
Wait a minute, slings him off the ropes again, and right there, what contact, and now another elbow knockdown. Chase on the move. Tell you what, Chase Owens is moving great.
He's looking amazing. He's looking like he's going to win.
He's got the confident look of a winner here, and certainly Bullet Club's representation in this tournament. Kenta already advancing into the second round. And let's see if Chase can add his name to the Bullet Club ledger and advancing in. It's been a fantastic 2020 for Bullet Club so far, with Evil joining the faction, becoming the double champion back at Dominion.
Incredible.
And will Bullet Club be the first to be the first New Japan Cup USA winner? Evil won the tournament and then went on to defeat Naito to become the champion, as we remember, the double champion at Dominion. So desperate times there, and David Finley is able to take Chase Owens up and down with a back suplex. Is this enough time for him to recover, be able to get back in the fight?
Well, this is definitely a good opportunity for him to recover. This is what he needed, because I got to say, I've never seen Chase Owens look this good.
Backed into the corner now. So Finley coming aggressively towards David Finley. Let's see if he can capitalize. Owens slung. Neutral corner. Connects with the uppercut. Here we go. Watch this.
Big European uppercut from the top.
Here's a cover and a count of 2. Of course, Finley can find many ways to win. He has used that prima nocta to garner victories, and the team of FinJuice went on, of course, to win World Tag League. Here we go. looking for the Uranagi. Chase fighting out of it with the elbows.
Catches the super kick.
Yeah, the thrust kick, no. Block combination from Chase. No, gets caught. There he goes.
Oh, my God.
The backbreaker there. And
Pins him with urgency.
is this it, too?
Oh, wow, what a close call. I think Finley needs to capitalize right now and get on Owens right away.
Only 2. It was only 2.
You watching this, Kevin?
Yeah, we're watching it.
It's about to be over.
All right, let's see if it is. Here we go. We're going to take him up and down. No. Chase Owens shoves him away. Again, it would have been if he'd been able to hit Prima Nocta, but
hold on to the ropes. Smart, very smart.
This is what Chase does. His game plan is always on point and utilizing that moment. Oh, back elbow.
Oh, my God.
Slingshot backbreaker there from Chase Owens. He can pull out moves. Man, 2, and he almost advances. Of course, Chase Owens will look to finish off an opponent with a package pile driver, a guaranteed bona fide finisher, but he's got several. He's got the, the A, the B, the C, and the D plan if the package pile driver doesn't present itself.
That pile driver is scary.
And here comes inside of the knee, side of the head, drills him. Center of the ring is David Finley. Shoulders are down and a near fall.
The heart and fire of Finley. Impressive.
All right, so now the end is near.
He's
Here
going
we
for
go.
the package pile driver.
Package pile driver
Picks
coming
him
up. No, Finley able to fight out of it.
Wow.
Backdrop is way out of danger.
Incredible. Incredible action by both these athletes. Now, I don't know which way this is going to go, to be honest with you.
All right, now waist lock. Oh, back to his amateur roots. Roll up. 2. This is how he won in World Tag League with that exact same move right there. This time Chase kicks out. No, wait, shove to the corner.
Wow, what I need to do.
Now I'm going to walk it up. Prima Nocta. Got it.
That's it. That is it.
The leg is hooked 2 and 3.
Incredible.
David Finley advances.
Incredible.
At 9 minutes and 46
I almost didn't see this coming.
David Finley.
You know, I was going to say to you earlier, the World Tag League match that they had when Finjuice met Chase and Fale, and Finley rolled up Chase out of nowhere and got a victory and escaped with 2 points that night. I was going to bring that up because of how quickly these matches can end. And David Finley revisited that. Chase was able to kick out, but didn't have the answer for the big drop out of the corner. So David Finley advances to the second round of the New Japan Cup USA. And David Finley is going to take on the winner of Tama Tonga versus Brody King. It's not going to get easy.
I'm very impressed with this win by Finley. He's really growing into himself.
So David Finley is your winner, and main event coming up next here on New Japan Strong.
第4試合、本日のメインイベント、ニュージャパンカップ USA トーナメント1回戦、時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
Action from the New Japan Cup USA continues. This is our main event.
Our corner, Ballet Club, Guerrillas of Destiny, the good bad guy, Tama Tonga!
So Alex Kozlov, you know Tama Tonga very, very well. You go way back with him.
Yes, I've been there when he was still coming into his own, and I gotta say, he went to Mexico. He became a tag champ with Terrible over there, so he's got the experience. He's becoming more and more unstoppable. He's a very prominent member of the Bullet Club, and just by looking at his face, I can see that he's itching to fight.
Well, he might be itching to fight, but he's taken on a walking nightmare, a man that I am absolutely, purely terrified of. Brody King scares the hell out of me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Look at this menace.
Well, I gotta say, I'm definitely not afraid of his tattoos, but I'm afraid of his size, and the fact that his specialty is the lucha libre style. That is a very dangerous style. It's all about momentum. Your weapons are your surroundings. You use the ropes to gain momentum, to inflict damage. Oh my God, that was scary. You're right.
See? And it's not just the attire, it's not just the look, it's not just the menacing face. It's the violence that he brings in the ring once the bell sounds. And now, so it's Tama Tonga versus Brody King. Somebody's going to advance here. Tama with more experience in terms of New Japan Pro Wrestling action, of course. He was part of that core four. You were there in the early days of Bullet Club. You were in New Japan competing full-time.
Yes, me and Tama Tonga, we've thrown hands at each other before. He's powerful, and I know that he's not afraid.
Well, he's that might be the right man for the job here. Justin Borden is the official for this matchup. So Brody King versus Tama Tonga, and we'll see who advances in the New Japan Cup of the USA tournament.
Brody King standing tall, almost telling a story of like, I'm going to take you down. Tama Tonga, focused.
Tama trying to find an opening and instead going right at him. Which we've remarked numerous occasions about how Tama, his defense, the best defensive wrestler in wrestling. And the way he finds those openings, Alex, as we both know, is with his speed.
Speed and power. He's very explosive.
There you see.
Look at that.
The quick hands and the precise strikes and trying to pull a tree out of its roots, out of the way.
Wow.
Tama now closing in, corner to corner, the splash.
What we saw right there is obviously Brody King is the powerhouse over here, and that's exactly it. Tama Tonga is going to have to use his explosiveness and speed to get the upper hand. Oh, my God.
Boosting him up in the lights. Oh!
That'll take the wind out of you completely.
Crushes him with that senton, my goodness.
Have you ever seen Tama Tonga being manhandled like that?
No, it is, I'll tell you what, but that's what Brody King does. He puts his opponents in unfamiliar, uncomfortable situations, and he unleashes violence like no one else.
Oh, Jesus. That is not fun to take.
See, and again, you said to me, oh, I love being around it. I love seeing the action. It makes me want to compete. You see somebody like Brody King, man, makes you realize how important this chair you're sitting in is.
I don't think I want to get in there anymore, honestly.
Just heavy shots, everything that Brody King does, my goodness. And Tama Tonga is feeling that power firsthand. Now, these men, they have met before. Brody King, of course, competes in Ring of Honor. They have met in Ring of Honor action before. So they have familiarity. Cover two. But there is more on the line here because those were tag team matches in ROH, and this here is for singular honor, the New Japan Cup USA tournament.
The pressure is on. I would have to say that if Tama Tonga gets the opportunity, he needs to get the upper hand, and he needs to wear down the big man. The big man is powerful, but he's got less in the tank. He needs to utilize that. He needs to take advantage of that. He needs to let the big man use up his tank and do his thing.
And we will see how the time off there is, you know, everybody's coming in great shape, there's no doubt about it. But there's a difference between being in shape and then being in ring shape. I've heard athletes say that many times. Look at this.
Absolutely. You can't quite train for this unless you're in the ring.
Cover. Oh, just a one count. So Tama Tonga, of course, who, as we told you earlier on about when we were speaking of his brother Tongaloa, the advice from the family is before even thinking about wrestling, go do something else. And Brody King doing something else right here. How many men that size can move like that and a near fall?
Incredible.
So Tama, of course, went into the Air Force, served his country, and then decided to begin that journey and trained in the New Japan Dojo. He's a product of New Japan and has come up through the ranks, was one of the core four in the starts of Bullet Club. And you were there when they were ruining things, when they were wreaking havoc.
Chaos, complete chaos.
Pump kick, no. Cut!
Big neck breaker.
Yes.
Incredible.
Wow, just pulled that out. And that's, again, that's Tama's recipe. That elusiveness, stick, move, and he's able to counterpunch and does it so effectively.
Tonga took a lot of damage for the first while. Will he be able to find the energy in him to even the odds? Good. Shots to the gut. That's what you need. You need to wear him down. Catches the leg. There you go.
Breaking the big man down, and now trapped in the corner. Boot wash there from Tama. Tama and Tongaloa, the 6-time former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. The Gorillas of Destiny, second to none in the tag team division, no doubt about it.
The most dominant tag team in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yes, and now the opportunity for Tama to advance here in this tournament on New Japan Strong of premier importance.
You can see the devil in Tama come out.
Yes.
Big splash. Oh my God, no. Oh my God.
5 minutes has elapsed.
Throws him right on his head at the 5-minute mark, and everything just went dark for Tama Tonga. Oh my God.
He could have broken his neck.
Well, thank goodness Tama's able to get back up. That is a dangerous, dangerous move, and Brody King now bringing the violence into the corner.
This is the violence you were talking about. Oh, big lariat.
Leg hook, 2, and a kick out.
The Tongan spirit lives on. Although it's not looking good for Tama, I gotta say.
Yeah, Tama, of course, is he and his brother battle-tested, no doubt about it, but Brody King proving to be quite a test here. Of course, the second round next week and the finals in 2 weeks on New Japan Strong. And now trying to find an escape, and does. Leaping up Veleno, old school. One of the moves we don't see Tama utilize too often, but he's got it in the back pocket just in case. Gun
for the gun stun. The power of Brody King with a German suplex out of that.
Tama rolls to his feet almost on instinct, but he's out on his feet.
It almost flips him over upside down.
The lights are out, and 2, and Brody King almost advanced.
Brody King's a monster.
Tama was able to somehow get that right shoulder up at 2 and almost 3, so this tournament match continues. What can Brody King do now, and does Tama have an answer?
I've never seen Tama be such an underdog. Yes! A testament to Brody King.
Up on the shoulders now.
Catches him.
Oh, there we go. Tongan twist.
That was incredible.
And these two men, of course, also met at G1 Supercard at MSG back on April 6, 2019.
Going for the gun stun. Catches him with the gun stun.
And just like in New York City, Tama Tonga defeats Brody King and advances in the tournament.
That was absolutely incredible. I did not see this coming. The damage that Tama Tonga took and still pull out the win. The gun stun, the ultimate neutralizer. Impressive.
Thus, advancing to the semifinals of the New Japan Cup USA, Tama Tonga.
That is a big, big win. Got to give him confidence.
So history being made here with the crowning of the first ever New Japan Cup USA tournament winner. It's a historical date in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. And here on the debut of New Japan Strong, we've had 4 tournament matches in the first round of this first ever tournament. It's a lot of firsts, and Tama Tonga will now advance. So with the first round complete, it's time that we take a look at what we'll see next week in the second round.
Pro wrestling. I've been gone for too long. And it's not your fault. But my first match back, what a test against one of the highly recognizable, up-and-coming behemoths in this game, Brody King. We've tangled before, Brody. MSG, do you remember? Oh, shit, I do. And so does everybody else that was there, MSG. I see you. I see you. But your turn wasn't today. It was my turn. And to move forward now. Who we got next? Huh? Tama Tonga's feeling froggy.
So there you hear the comments from Tama Tonga, and what a debut episode for New Japan Strong. We have had a great time, and next week the action will continue. In addition to a pair of really exciting tag team matches, we're going to see the second round of the New Japan Cup. I want to get your thoughts. We'll see Kenta one-on-one versus Jeff Cobb.
I know for a fact that it's going to be a super hard-hitting matchup, but you got to ask yourself the question, is it Jeff Cobb's time? We'll find out when he faces off against Kenta.
Boy, I can't wait until next week. And in addition to that, we will see Tama Tonga one-on-one versus David Finlay. These two men are not strangers. They collided at Wrestle Kingdom. But what will happen next week here on New Japan Strong with a berth in the finals of the first ever New Japan Cup USA tournament on the line? For Alex Kozlov, I'm Kevin Kelly, and we'll see you right back here next week. Thanks for joining us.